Doug Upstone here for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, and today is July the 18th, and we have more free picks for you. In fact, we have 5 free picks for you today. So we're going to have a lot to discuss, going over all these games. And before I do, though, I'd like to welcome you to try and become a VPID member at VegasProInsidersDaily.com. $39.99 is the price. You're going to get my plays, which have been terrific of late. I believe 16-4, I believe is the number. 15-4. 15-4 is the number. So been red hot in that area. Along with that, you're going to get Wise Guy plays, which continue to thrive. My super systems, which have just been really hot of late, cranking out winners, plus a variety of other things that you will definitely enjoy and enhance your ability to win money. The cost for such a thing, $39.99 a month. That's right. $40 for 30 days. Best deal in sports handicapping, far and away. I know, as opposed to a lot of handicappers who just want to sell you picks, okay? One of the things that I want to do at Vegas Pro Insiders Daily is to get, I know for a fact that you bet other games, okay? We know it, you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. So you're not just betting the plays that you would be buying, you bet other games. So along with that, I try and give you tips on how to do that. So that's just part of the beauty of what I'm trying to do to enhance your chances to win, not just off of my picks, because as we all know, everybody in this business has their ups and downs, and so if you have better information, you can win more often. So I'll leave it at that. $39.99 a month. You make the call. Now let's get to some free picks here today. We're going to start in baseball with Milwaukee at Pittsburgh. Now, the total on this game has gone from 8.5 to 9, and there are, in my opinion, 2 factors as to why that is the case. Number one, Junior Guerrera is back for the Brewers in the starting rotation, and he, last year at 31 years old, he exploded onto the scene with the Brewers. 9-3 ERA of 2.71, but this year he's had an injury-plagued season, not nearly as effective, an ERA approaching 5, has won once all season long. So that's one reason. The other reason is Pittsburgh gets back Sterling Marte and from his 80-game suspension. So with that, he's back. He'll help their offense. It's been pretty good of late. 4.6 runs per game in their last 7 compared to 4.2 on the season. So that's another reason why maybe the line has gone up. But you know what? Color me coral at the moment, but color me a little not so much sold on this line move going upwards. Pittsburgh's pitching has been outstanding. Their bullpen's been really good, during this basic stretch. And so I think they can shut down the Brewers, who are having some problems scoring some runs a little bit of late. I think they can hold them in check. And this month, Pittsburgh, the Pirates that is, are 11-1 under the total. Yes. So I think we're going to have another under on this one. Now let's move ahead to game number 2. And we have a side and a total on this one, which is Arizona at Cincinnati. Now the D-backs offense has gotten colder than the beer at your favorite watering hole of late, averaging 2.5 runs per game and losing 8 of 9. Whew, pretty bad, okay? Especially with Paul Goldschmidt in the lineup. You'd think that alone should be worth some runs, but hey, he can't carry a team by himself, and he's not exactly been doing great himself as of late. Now, so that's one reason. So that's part of the deal with what they're doing now. In spite of this, though, the Snakes have gone from, I think, minus 126 to minus 145. Now, Robbie Ray is their pitcher, and even though I'm not a big Robbie Ray fan, have made quite a bit of money on him, betting against him over the years, he has been quite effective this year. And on the road, get this, ERA of 1.34 in 8 starts. Wow, that's awfully good. He's among the leaders in strikeouts in the National League. So, maybe after all this time, he's finally found his rhythm and his skill set. So he seems to have something going on. Now, Cincinnati just got swept in a 4-game series by Houston, and they tied a team record, giving up 13 home runs to the Nationals. They're going to go with a pitcher named Sal Romano, who I believe is the picture of the guy that's on the Red Baron pizza. Well, maybe not. Okay, but that was the first thing I thought of when I heard of Sal Romano. But this guy's making his third start. So with him, the Reds, I don't know how you take the Reds here. I think Arizona's the play here at minus 145. Now the total has also been sinking, going from 10 to 9.5. I think that's a good play as well. Both offenses I mentioned not doing so well. Let's go with the under on that. Okay, game number 3. The Cubs are at Atlanta, and sports bettors or baseball bettors are not all that enthusiastic about John Lackey coming back off the disabled list and have taken the Cubs from minus 130 to minus 110 or less, depending upon the sports book of your choice. Now, with this, Lackey has looked every bit of his age. No question about it. 38 years old, he struggled. His ERA is 5.20 this season. He hasn't looked good. But you know what? The Cubs offense has just been blazing hot of lately, and they're going to going up against Atlanta's Sean Newcomb, who happens to be left-handed. And against lefties this year, the Cubs are 15-6, averaging 6.2 runs per game. I think the Cubs are the right play, not the Braves in this situation, so I'm going with them. Finally, let's wrap this up with an interleague action. The Washington Nationals are going to be at the LA Angels. Now, as I just mentioned about a 4-game series, the Nationals crushed Cincinnati 4 times. No question about it. Their offense is smoking hot. They're going to LA, but yet... or LA, going to Anaheim, Orange County, but yet, the fact of the matter is they've gone from minus 102 on the opening line to plus 125 underdogs. Why, you say? Excuse me. Edwin Jackson is filling in for Joe Ross, who's out for the season for the Nationals. Joe Ross, Edwin Jackson made a lot of money with betting against Edwin Jackson, and here's the deal. He's filling in for him. I don't know for how long. It's a stopgap. He was in their AAA system, so he's coming up. 33 years old. He actually hit the major leagues in 2003, and he's still only 33, but he's never been any good. I think he's I think his record is 91 and 113. So he's always had talent, but it just never materialized into anything. He's always walked a ton of guys, gotten into a lot of trouble. He has a no-hitter on his resume. I actually remember watching that when he was with Arizona, and I want to say he had 8 walks in that game, as I recall. It was just crazy, but it was a typical Edwin Jackson performance. But yet, I look at Jesse Chavez pitching for the Halos. He's 5-10, ERA 4.99. With how Washington's offense is, Jackson could get absolutely racked. I get it, and I'm not going to disagree that couldn't happen, but I think Jesse Chavez is going to have the same thing happen to him. So I'm going to just go with the slightest of leans with Washington, and my actually preferred bet on this game is going to be the over on the 9.5 in this one. So hey, Doug Upstone for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily. 5 big picks for you today. Let's see if I can improve upon that recent record. I think that's 176 and 128 on these free picks. Let's see if we can build it up. Keep it going. I'll be back here tomorrow. Look forward to talking to you then, because for now, I am out.